Wild Way on One Radio, 24/7 of worldwide music.
Hey everyone, how you doing out there? Welcome to another episode of THiQQy Radio. I am your host, Jordan of CmdEsc. Today I am joined by somebody who is very near and dear to my heart. He's one of my A&Rs here at THiQQy Collective. He's our people recruiter, just an all-around good dude. I'm joined here today by THiQQy. THiQQy, go ahead and say what's up to the people, man.
What's up, everybody, and thanks for tuning in. My name is THiQQy, or Justin. Feel free to call me whatever you feel best, but thank you so much for having me. Great to be here, and happy to talk and chit-chat some more about the project and THiQQy Collective.
Hell yeah, man. No, we're happy to have you here. And we actually have, for this very first feature, your newest track coming out on THiQQy Collective this Friday. It's called Blackout. Let's go ahead and just jump right into this one. It's a heater.
Sounds good.
Once again, that was THiQQy with his new tune Blackout, out this Friday on THiQQy Collective. THiQQy, what a good track, man. Love this tune. I've been able to hear this kind of from its inception to now, and I'm really thrilled with how it came out, and couldn't be happier to have it on the label, man. This is your second release on the label. We had you with Wild West last year, which was another heater. Tell me a little bit more about your musical style in particular, some of your influences that has brought you here to this kind of heavy mid-tempo-ness. You share a little bit of that for my listeners.
Sure. So thank you for checking out Blackout, first off. This track has a lot of inspiration from people that I used to really, really like just be psyched to check out that have kind of like disappeared, it feels like. Sloozy being one of them. He used to really make this heavy dubsteppy mid-tempo that just, really hit different, and he's just kind of like evaporated. He's just gone. So he was just amazing to, check out while he was fresh and new. Vivian or VVN is another one that, like, when I think of just the nastiest, grittiest mid-tempo that like sources just a lot of that like razor sharp inspiration for sound design, like, both of them, to a T, are two of, like, my favorites to just kind of like really pull from, and then look at breaking down some of the structure and trying to provide something different in respect to Blackout. And it kind of does have like a little bit of those electro vibes to it, but I really like having a little bit of almost like a curveball, where it's not going to be your typical EDM. It's going to be a little more like hip hop infused in places for structure, and maybe kind of like just design for the track in general, mixed with that EDM kind of like sound design, and sometimes danceability, if you will. But yeah.
Yeah, I think it's always important to keep a little bit of danceability, right? I think especially with bass music, it can kind of toe that line of like, all right, this is just something I headbang my way through, or maybe I do dance a little bit. But I think at the core of dance music, it is nice to keep a little bit of that, and I think mid-tempo music really provides you that unique opportunity to have that happy medium between the danciness and the heaviness, and I think that Blackout definitely toes those lines pretty well, man. So nice job on this tune, for sure. And I appreciate you sharing a little bit of the inspirations on this. Tell me, is there a song in particular that if somebody goes like, hey, what was your reference track, or what inspired you to even get into this kind of music and start writing it? Is there one that comes to mind that you can share with us here and our listeners, and we'll go ahead and take them through here for a minute?
Yeah, I definitely would say under like Vivian's catalog, Death's Diary is just such a crazy track to me, because not only is she just very good at making these orchestral arrangements and stuff that you would not typically hear in like an EDM circuit, but she finds great ways to fuse that and just bring these darker elements to the table, like as a source of inspiration, instead of kind of like I guess shying away from some of those like feelings or emotions, if you will. She digs into them and she pulls them, just right to the front. And I think this track has a lot of that, and it kind of like gave me a little bit more inspiration to make something new, as opposed to like being a core reference track, if that makes sense. She's just kind of like given me a whole new perspective on like, being a darker producer in nature isn't a bad thing. It's just a different, well to, source from. And it's kind of been a very more so like, excuse me, more empowering, I guess, to just kind of allow me to dig deeper into, maybe some of these core things that people are, either like feeling hurt by, or other things that they don't have an outlet for in EDM or something otherwise. So yeah, track is amazing. Death's Diary.
Okay, cool, man. Well, let's go ahead and take the people through that. I mean, that was an awesome explanation there, man. I really appreciate you sharing that and giving a little insight there. So for everybody out there, let's go ahead and check this next one. This is Vivian with Death's Diary. Once again, that was Vivian with Death's Diary. Man, thanks for bringing that for the show. It's really cool to get a look in at what inspires you guys, my guests, at what makes them tick kind of when it comes to writing. And I can totally see how this would inspire you to write something different and to try to carve your own lane, because that's very much what she did here, and I'm listening through SoundCloud for my listeners here on the radio, and the third comment is Pretense, and his comment is just Jesus, which I think gives terrific context for this song and this artist. Like, if a guy like that is being blown away by somebody, I think it's something to pay attention to. So really cool track. Thank you for bringing that, and big shout outs to Vivian.
Dude,
but now
Pretense, I'm pretty sure I showed Pretense that track.
Oh, really? Did you? Oh,
Yeah.
man, even better. So love that full circle kind of moment here, man. And
Yeah, dude.
and actually, that's an even better segue into what I wanted to talk about next. I want to shout out for a song and an artist that needs a little love, that's just not getting what they deserve here. And who did you bring me, man? Just like you brought Vivian to Pretense, who are you bringing to Command Escape?
So I think BD Smith is one of my friends just from the Discord that I met like a little, maybe close to like a year ago now, and brought him kind of like into the network in the circle because he was just grinding really hard trying to make different tracks. And back then he wasn't really sure what he wanted to make, but now like seeing his development and where he came from to where he's at, he started making a lot of like synthwave stuff, and he recently made this track called BG Murphy that just has this amazing saxophone to it. And for some reason, even though I make like total contrasting music, like it just spoke to me. I loved it, and I probably listened to it like 100 times. It is definitely like my just vibe out track when I need to like chill, remember the good times, and just kind of like why I'm doing all this stuff in general. And overall, just like, that aside, he killed it. Like it came out
Definitely.
amazing.
That's awesome, man. I love that. Thank you for that shout out and love. For those that don't know, when THiQQy refers to the Discord, he's talking about our Hockey Collective Discord server, which is where I got exposed to BD Smith, and big shout outs to him. I'm happy to be able to highlight him here on the show. And let's go ahead and without further ado, just get right into this one, and we can talk a little bit more about it after. This is BD Smith with BG Murphy. Once again, that was BD Smith with BG Murphy. Man, thank you for bringing that tune onto the show. It's actually one I've been able to hear, through the Discord before, and I really don't think that I've been able to spend as much time on it as I really needed to. Because what a beautiful song, and really appreciate you pointing the spotlight at him, man. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I feel like in a way, synthwave is like the friendly opposite of like the music I make. I love a lot of that like disco kind of like old school 80s inspired stuff. Like at my like, kind of leisure listening, playlisting stuff. But that one, when I heard it, I was just like, holy cow, like I was hooked. When I heard that sax, it was just pure magic.
No, I can. Yeah, definitely, man. I agree, 100%. And like I said, big shout out to BD Smith for this one, man. A guy that we've been able to watch kind of come up in the Discord, and that he's part of what makes Hockey Collective what it is, because we're here to help guys improve and get better, as they call too well. And for those that don't know, when me and Damon first started the Hockey Collective Discord server, initially it was just me and Damon in there, just kind of like looking at each other, like, hey man, you think anybody's gonna show up? And then all of a sudden, THiQQy pops in there, and the game has never been the same since. So Hockey Collective would not be what it is without this guy. We owe a lot to him, and we really appreciate you, man. But we're kind of hoping that maybe you could shed the light a little bit on what it's meant for you to be a part of the Discord server and a part of the label and the collective as a whole, man. As we've now released a couple of songs for you, officially. So can you speak to that and just like what kind of experience you've had?
Sure. So I think like initially when I started just trying to make more of my own production, I had like kind of ideas that, I felt were okay, but overall I had a lot of artists that like I looked up to, that when I saw their projects, I was like, these are really cool. Like these are what inspire me. I, take a lot of inspiration from just being, a part of the growth of that and seeing people push through on things that are just a little more difficult in nature. And like when they pull it off, it's just like even more incredible to really, follow that trail. I never really expected myself to be making music, or honestly, I didn't even expect I'd get that good. Initially when I first came to Hotkey, I was maybe a little over a year ago, I'd say, like a year and a half, some odd months. And the production
Yeah,
quality
I think
from,
I think like last April, roughly, not this last year, but the year before, so like a year and a half, like you said, man. I mean, it's been a short period of time, bro. You've come a long way for sure, man.
yeah,
Now, obviously, I've said it, you're a foundational member for me. I keep you involved in everything we do. And as one of the A&Rs, you've had a chance to have a hand in pretty much every release since we've brought you into that role. How can you speak on that in terms of like what that's been like, giving you that kind of insight into the music industry versus just being on the other end where you're trying to get your tracks released? I mean, how can you speak on that for me a little bit?
sure. So, yeah, like initially I was doing a little bit of work for Dr. Fresh with House Call, and I guess like in a way that helped me understand a little bit more of like the inner workings of, how some stuff might work, but I didn't really know a whole lot about I guess like pushing stuff from the back end, like from A to Z.
Sure. Yeah,
And
it's a big thing. It's a whole
yeah,
cockpit of stuff.
absolutely. It's work. And, that's organization, hours spent, sleep lost of, trying to get everything and knit something cool together for people to experience. And I feel like a lot of that is kind of neglected or maybe not like thought about in a way. And it's um, just something that, you take for granted until like something happens and, you're just like, light bulb, like this is how I make it like easy for myself. This is how I, kind of understand how to do, these parts of it so I can start doing more of this, not just for myself, but for like other people. And people in the collective too. So being able to share knowledge is one of my like favorite things. And, if I can learn something from like behind the scenes in order to like help a few people out, I love doing that. And I wouldn't even honestly probably have gotten that far without some of the guidance from like yourself or from Munchkin Cat, another just amazing dude who's taught me a lot about not just making music, but like how do you actually do stuff with your music? What do you do with your music? Where does it go? You know?
Yeah,
So
and why do you do the music? I think all
yeah.
of that is important, man. Because I remember, when you did start with us, you weren't even THiQQy yet. You were running with a different
True.
brand altogether. So I think it's really cool to hear kind of both perspectives, both from the like, I'm a newbie joining this collective, to the, hey, I'm a core member, a mod, A&R. Like, now I hope you get your tracks from start to finish, and out onto the stores if you're one of our label artists, right? And
Yeah.
also scouting out, tracks from artists for our compilation albums. That's another thing that we could talk about probably for another hour, but we'll skip for now, because that's a whole thing in itself, man. So no, I love the knowledge shared and the knowledge gained, and your ability to speak on that for my audience here. And again, couldn't do what we do without you, man. And it's been an awesome show so far, and we're now here to my favorite part of the show. This is IDs at the door. This is where I get to be the plug on a fresh ID that's coming. This one is actually one we're going to be dropping on Hotkey Remixed, here pretty soon. I don't have an exact date locked down just yet, but by the end of the month, you guys will have this one. Go ahead and tell me a little bit about this ID. Obviously, you don't have to delve into too much, but share a little bit about it with us before we jump into it.
Sure. So the TLDR for this is it's a snippet from a show that actually Phoebe put me on to, another Discord member, but he was like, "You got to watch Severance." I watched it, and I'm gonna make a lot of Severance content, I think, because I really enjoyed this, and it's oh yeah, it's just this dystopian like town where everything is run by this corporation, lots of weird shit going on, and it's just totally down my alley. So, it's like Raccoon City without the zombies in a way, and just like you get these weird vibes from everything. And I took a speech from one of the main characters and kind of decided to make a track around that. I wanted it to be like drum step, drum and bass, because I feel like it can kind of cater that like fast paced adrenaline sort of energy you get when some of these moments kick off in the show. And yeah, without a doubt, just had a blast making it, and it came together so quick. I love making lots of like cinematic stuff sometimes, or cinematic parallel, if you will.
Totally. No, I get that, man. And, I'm excited to check this one out. Obviously, I'm a big Severance fan myself. So, getting any of that kind of content remixes, I'm all about it, man. So let's go ahead without further ado and jump right into this. This is THiQQy with his newest ID, or Not a Person remix.
I understand that you're unhappy with the life that you've been given. But you know what? Eventually we all have to accept reality. So, here it is. I am a person. I am a person. I am a person. You are not.
for bringing that one to me. Can't wait to drop this out on THiQQy Remixed. This is gonna blow people's minds. I think when they get that switch up with the drum and bass, it's gonna be really fun, man. So thanks for sharing that one with us.
Yeah, absolutely. Show's a blast. Gotta watch it if you haven't.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I agree with that 100%. You ain't watched it, get on Apple TV, go watch it, and you will absolutely love the song even that much more because of it. So yeah. ID accepted. You're in the club. We're getting ready for your guest mix. Tell me what we can expect here for your guest mix over the next 30 minutes.
Sure. So the guest mix is going to have just a lot of my stuff in the beginning that I've recorded vocals for, collabed with people on. The intro actually has a variety of tracks that are even still unreleased, just stuff that had really cool workings, but I just didn't really have any outlet or like final progression on them. But in a way, they create a lot of like nice atmosphere to really elaborate on the stuff I like. I like the melodies and stuff that I wrote in them, so they felt pretty important to what my music is about. And then on top of that, the vocals from two of my songs from Wild West and then Dime Bag as well. Both of them kind of have this little back and forth that feels like their own story in a way. And with that, leading into more of just like my darker stuff, and then kind of bringing it more back around to maybe like a little more danceable and like vibe stuff towards the end, where give you a little bit of like what I've been doing, the stuff that has been really kind of kicking off for me, at least in respect to the past year, and the stuff people have really like enjoyed. There's definitely some fancier stuff going on with some mashups going on, of course. I was always big on mashups, but even lately I've been kind of staying away from those and trying to showcase more just my originals in general, because I mean, I am so new that it's like at some point you're gonna be like, who the heck is this guy? And then you're gonna want to go check that out. And I can always get fancier with mashups and stuff later. But I'm really happy to have some of the homies on the mix as well. Some unreleased stuff in there for everybody that I've been working on, along with other people from the Discord with their IDs. So just some pretty cool stuff, some dark stuff in the beginning, some vibes, and close it out with a little bit of fun, and call it a wrap.
Dope. All right, man. Love that. Well, you guys heard it here first. We're in for some darkness, basically, is the vibes, and I can't wait. THiQQy, I really appreciate you taking the time to join me here in studio and go over your new track with us that's coming out this Friday, Blackout. Make sure y'all go pick that up, and just sharing a little bit more about your background and plugging us to some new music and some things that we wouldn't hear anywhere else, man. So thanks a lot for coming in, and I can't wait to have you back.
Absolutely. And hopefully if there's anything else that we're looking at, keep me in the loop, and be on this hopefully again shortly.
Yeah, definitely, man. Where can my listeners go and find you in the meantime until you do find your way back onto the show? Tell us where we can go stream you, go follow you, that sort of thing.
Yeah, right now I'm big on SoundCloud. SoundCloud just has given me a lot of freedom as an artist. I can do a lot of just ad-lib stuff in between my official releases that is like fun or different, and I don't have to feel as restricted to certain copyrights or whatever. I'm not gonna lie, Spotify is doing a lot of AI stuff and I could care less about it. So if you like Spotify, I'm definitely on there, but you won't find a lot of the cooler stuff, like the remixes and the other fun content that I do make. I do make a lot of visualizer content for YouTube, which people do seem to enjoy a lot. So I'm going to be doing a lot more of that this year. And then I just recently did a full visual set for the Blood Moon Digital Festival. So that'll be up on YouTube soon, and just a different aspect of my project and my creative work. So yeah, check it out, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Instagram. If you want to get in touch, feel free to send me a message. I'm pretty responsive. And then, of course, if you're in the Discord, you can always hit me up anytime. I'm really responsive on that. So, yeah.
Yeah, totally. He's the way into the Discord for sure. So, for any listeners out there that aren't part of it but want to get a part of it, want to get making music or improve their music, he's definitely the guy to get in touch with for sure. He's your point of entry. So make sure to go follow him over on all of his socials, stream him on wherever you get music. But without further ado, this is going to be THiQQy and his guest mix. Be sure to catch us every single Monday at 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. I am your host, Jordan of CmdEsc. Let's go ahead and get out of here.
Wild One Radio, 24/7 of worldwide music.
Hey, what's up? This is THiQQy, and you're listening to THiQQy Radio.
Just to try and build a stash. Better than ask, cause your life is on the line. Every time I buy from you, you treating me like ass. You take your forward. Same cat and mouse, you know, fucking game tag. 8 down to 7 in the air is even fine. I'm not playing me for less, yeah, I think I'm gonna pass. 6 left to go until I hit you with a 5. Put you to the test, you ain't never gonna last. 4 to the floor just to make you come alive. Give it up, get them down, you just coming fast. 3 next to me, time to put this bitch in drive. Running with the bill, you ain't never seen a stack. 2 left to go and let me go, she gon' ride. Why you making money, when's the last time that I asked? Down the road, as I look into your eyes. Pocket full of pills like you always need a bag.
Hey, what's up? This is THiQQy, and you're listening to Hotkey Radio.
See you're feeling trapped. I can set you free. I can put a stop. I own your body. Things are getting black. I know I have the key. I can put an end to all your agony. See you're feeling trapped. I can set you free. I can put an end to all your agony.
Wild One Radio, 24/7 of worldwide music.
The light in the window
Hey, what's up? This is THiQQy, and you're listening to THiQQy Radio.
These bitches lost souls.
It's like the important favorite baby. Yeah. 2 cups of the hot and out of a clothes. Caraboo, it's like
151 rum.
Yeah.
Pineapple juice and Malibu. Caraboo, get them all down. Make baby come. Out of a Chevrolet race, don't stop till the cops come.
half a bottle of 151, up in a jug, 1 cup of Malibu rum. Baby, that's what's loved in you. Fill the rest of the jug with pineapple juice and this crack. The only defect is waking up like what happened. I like red light parties and fed right bodies who like red light dolly and head right toddies at night. Arab bouquet, oolay, terrible day. You pay the liquor tell with no hair to pay. Touche, get the party jumping, keep the hotties humping. I like them thick and juicy, so don't Pilates nothing. Drinking too much, Lou, you might be karate punching, or at the back of the club attending the naughty luncheon. Satin, Kool-Aid gives you hello 151. November dog, so run, kitty, run. We gon' drink it until we dum, diddy, dum, bum, biddy, bum. If Kansas City comes up, it's on 151 rum. Pineapple juice and Malibu, Caraboo, get them all out. Make baby come. Out of a shell and raise hell, we gon' party till the cops come. 151 rum. Pineapple juice and Malibu, Caraboo, get them all out. Make baby come. Out of a shell and raise hell, don't stop till the cops come. I see trouble, I see triple, might be trouble, might see pistol. We ain't tryna hear you haters sucking on sickle. We living in the trouble. One to your day, bro. One to your day, go. Why I'm the one to pick you under the table. And all the ladies I want to in time. But you become my mirror, my chicken club, you will buy. Keep the hotties humping.
151.
I like them thick and juicy.
151.
So don't Pilates nothing.
151.
Hey, get the party jumping.
151.
Keep the hotties humping.
151.
I like them thick and juicy.
151.
151. Pineapple juice and Malibu, Caraboo, get them all out. Make baby come. Out of a shell and raise hell, we gon' party till the cops come. 151 rum. Pineapple juice and Malibu, Caraboo, get them all out. Make baby come. Out of a shell and raise hell, we gon' party till the cops come. Party till the cops come. Pineapple juice and Malibu, Caraboo, get them all out. Make baby come. Out of a shell and raise hell, we gon' party till the cops come. 151 rum. Pineapple juice and Malibu, Caraboo, get them all out. Make baby come. Out of a shell and raise hell, we gon' party till the cops come. 151 rum. Pineapple juice and Malibu, Caraboo, get them all out. Make baby girl come. Out of a shell and raise hell, don't stop and raise hell, don't stop and raise hell, don't stop. Pineapple juice and Malibu, Caraboo, get them all out. I like a fucking juicy. Out of a shell and raise hell, don't stop and raise hell, don't stop and raise hell, don't stop till the cops come.
The value inside of arms, Mr. Mischief with a trick of his sleeve. Roll up on you like Mr. Reeves. I can't describe the vibe I get when I drive by 6 people and 5 I hit. Oh shit, I started the marsh pits, watched the bitch and stomped the foster kids. These shrooms make me hallucinate, and I sweat till I start losing weight, till I see dumb shit start happening. Drumming in Vanilla Ice trying to rap again.
Bounce, bounce, come on, bounce. I said, come on, bounce.
Everybody in the house with a half an ounce. Not weed, I'm in coke, no pass it down. You don't want shit, better ask around. D12 rolls the bomb is crashing town. It's all your mom is passing out. Get her ass on the couch when she crashes out.
Fuck that, someone hooked the nine. You just take a nigga with a weapon drawn.
Hey, boy, you see you step on your leprechaun?
It's gotta be acid cause the X is gone.
Yeah, I took a hard ball with some Parmesan, and I think my heart is gone.
Probably gone, it's full of cum. And I think he about to swallow his tongue.
Staring at you with the balls of mom. You think about the guy when I just got on?
Don't stop acting stupid. You so high that you might wake up with a Kyle from Lucy.
Yeah, I think I did too much. This substance equals cops. Red pills, blue pills, and green. Red pills, masculine. I take a couple uppers, I down a couple downers, but nothing compares to these blue and yellow purple pills. I've been to Mushroom Mountain once or twice, but those count. But nothing compares to these blue and yellow purple pills. 30 dozen, 80 of us, shady brothers, ladies love us. That's why our baby mothers love us, but they hate each other.
Only in the city and I'm lurking 63rd. If the brothers on the L, then I think you know the word. All the rest be in the luggage and it's going to a turf. Every
blackjack and hookers. In fact, forget the lunar lander and the blackjack.
Responded to your previous request. I assumed that would resolve the issue, but now Miss Cabell says you threatened to cut off your fingers. I understand that you're unhappy with the life that you've been given. But you know what? Eventually we all have to accept reality. So, here it is. I am a person. I am a person. I am a person. You are not. Now Miss Cabell says you threatened to cut off your finger. I understand that you're unhappy with the life that you've been given. But you know what? Eventually we all have to accept reality. So, here it is. I am a person. You are not. I make the decisions. You do not. Ever do anything to my fingers, know that I will keep you alive long enough to horribly regret that. Your resignation request is denied.
what's up? This is THiQQy, and you're listening to Hockey Radio.
Ain't nothing in this world that's stopping me. My Rari outruns your odyssey. Ain't nothing in this world that's stopping me. My Rari outruns your odyssey.